speaking of someone that's always close to the action, we have the pleasure of introducing Nic Douglas, the world's favorite sailor girl, and now also a special correspondent for NC Sports. Here's her report from the Moth Worlds in Japan.
Goody! You did it!
I know, it's pretty exciting.
Oh my gosh, so awesome. I bet your heart was in your mouth in that second race today though.
Oh, the last one where it got light, it started to all get a bit nervous, but everybody seemed to be dropping off. Rob obviously still on the foils, then I got back up on the run, so
yeah.
I was almost a bit relieved, but going down the last run I got back into second, so it wasn't far off.
And you sort of knew that maybe that third race wouldn't happen at that point.
Fingers crossed, yeah. No.
Professionalism showed through. You kept your cool. It's hard to go into the last day leading when someone's making gains like Rob has been over the past few days.
Yeah, no, those guys, both Rob and Chris, have done a tremendous job of developing the boat, of developing the equipment.
But well done to you. I know that you said as well that you've been spending a bit of time copying both Rashley and Greenhole's boats too.
Yeah, no, I had a good look at their boat in Bermuda after they were a step ahead. I think I've caught up a bit, still some work to do, but I sailed pretty well this week, so really happy.
Oh, pretty well. You're the new world champion. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Woo! Awesome.
Hello, Nic, and welcome to NC Sports. Now, you're just back to Australia, back home in Australia after a long hike that took you on back-to-back events from the America's Cup to the Transat, from the U.S. all the way to Japan. We just saw your Paul Goodison interview done in Hayama, and of course we had an all-Brit podium, 1, 2, 3 for the Brits on the Moths. What's the inside take there? I mean, what do these guys have that the others didn't?
I was asking the question all week myself, from the bowsprits to the immense amount of work that the British have been doing together. But I think it actually also comes down to the fact that the top three were using a new hull make, which is called the Exocet. It's not so much about the hull make, but more so the foil package and also the rigs that they're using. They're able to hold a lot more rig tension than the other boats. And they've got higher aspect foil ratios, so they're able to plane with not as much drag essentially in the lighter conditions, and that's where we really saw the difference.
Incredible evolution in the technology to just 5-6 years ago was absolutely unbelievable to think about this. But what's up next for the Sailor Girl? Lots of circuits happening in the next months. Where are you planning to go?
I'm actually home for the next few weeks. I've got a bit of work to do here with local events, but then I'm heading straight over to the UK. Hopefully I'll be on the ground for the Round the Island race, Cows Week, the America's Cup in Portsmouth, and who knows what else. I'll probably manage to chuck a few other events in there too.
And the America's Cup is something that we're all looking forward to. In fact, you were in New York just recently for that event. What's the kind of environment, what's the ambiance that these guys are living in at the America's Cup now? Because they're not doing a whole lot of racing, but a bunch of training. We see them all over the place now.
Yeah, it's quite intense, this package leading into May next year when the actual America's Cup events will be held. And in New York, the atmosphere was just amazing. The racing wasn't as fantastic as I know a lot of us sailors would have preferred, but there were so many people on the ground watching, and I know that on TV they're watching as well. There were so many people just getting involved and loving the sport, to the point where on the Saturday when racing was postponed, they were actually towing the boats backward and forward just to show the general public what foiling is all about. So it was something that was very exciting to the mainstream to see that we do have boats that are flying, and that's something that we're seeing not only in the America's Cup but also in the Moth Worlds, where I was most recently.
Yes, everybody wants to foil. Well, Nic, we're going to get back on this subject. I really thank you for hooking up with us in NC Sports. We'll hear a lot from you soon, I hope.
I hope so too. Thank you so much for having me.